Hello, Patricia here doing a tarot card reading for the full moon lunar eclipse in Libra. Okay, so that full moon is taking place around March 25th. So I'm going to see, there's the moon card, see what the energies are like for this full moon. It's quite powerful. Lunar eclipses are very strong. They bring about a lot of shifts, a lot of changes. So let's see what the energy is like for this powerful full moon lunar eclipse. I'm working with the Telema Tarot, it's called. Okay, it's a lovely deck. There's the box. So we'll have a little shuffle there and see what cards come out for this week. Okay, now I'll just cut the deck and see what we are dealing with energy-wise. Okay, the first card is Death, the second card is Hanged Man, and the third card is Judgment, okay? And the shadow card is the Moon. So we're talking about the moon. We're talking about the effects of the full moon, the effects of this lunar eclipse throughout the week. Obviously, it's going to have a strong impact on us, bring good changes, okay, positive changes. With the Judgment card at the end, I feel it'll bring a lot of release and a lot of forgiveness and a lot of self-forgiveness. So that's powerful. Beginning of the week, we have Death, okay? And put that down, the shadow card. Death is all about changes, it's about shifts, it's about clearing, it's about cutting off or ending a situation in your life that no longer serves a good purpose. So if something's no longer blossoming, it's no longer feeding your energies in a good way, it's no longer providing you with the nourishment or the good vibrations that you need, it needs to come to an end. This card is swift. It brings a swift, clear end to situations that are quite toxic, quite negative, and it can be very powerful. But I do feel these situations have been building up the last few weeks or months. You may have noticed a lot of red flags in a situation in your life that it's just that you may have been ignoring or not wanting to see. With the full moon, this will bring the situation to a very clear, abrupt end. So focus on what's no longer serving you and be ready to cut it out of your life. You can assist this process by clearing away clutter in your life, okay? I feel particularly around the corners of your home, you know, hoover out the corners, cleanse and clear with frankincense or sage. Get rid of old clutter, get rid of anything that you no longer need, like old clothes or rubbish or stuff like that, you know, or in my case, boxes from the tarot cards, okay? Getting rid of anything that you just think you want to hang on to, that it may become useful later on, just clear it out, okay? And that'll help you to move forward into this new phase, because with the full moon lunar eclipse, there is something really good happening, good energy. But if you refuse to see it or look at it or clear it out, well, then you'll only delay the process, which leads us on to Hanged Man. Middle of the week card. Hanged Man is about a situation that is and has been dangling or keeping you in sort of persecution, or it's keeping you hanging on for a long time. Now, there's positives and negatives to this card. On one level, I feel he's tied onto the tree upside down. He's in a position of persecution. He's in a position where he's left hanging, he's left dangling, he's left waiting, okay? His hands are tied, his hands are behind his back. He's not really in a position to walk or run into the next phase of his life, so to speak, okay? He's upside down. I always feel with this card, and in this particular one, there isn't a rope, there's a snake, okay? So there's a snake wrapped around, if you can see it, wrapping around the tree and wrapping around his leg. There is a snake holding you back, or holding you up, or holding you down, or leaving you hanging, or leaving you in a position of persecution. See the snake, realize that person is there, and bring that darkness into light, and bring the truth into focus, so you can unhook yourself, okay, and untie yourself, and then bring yourself back onto the ground, into a grounded position, and be ready to move forward. Now, as I said, there's also a positive aspect to this card, because his head is enlightened, okay, or it's lit up in some way. So there is a sense of seeing things from a different angle or a different perspective, or maybe you saw things from the same perspective the whole time, and this card is urging you or pushing you to see things from a different angle or a different perspective. When all the blood rushes to the head, you start to see things in a different way or a different light. This, as you see with the green glow, brings healing, brings enlightenment, okay? So once you see that situation for what it is. It's like putting it to good use. So there's a position of persecution. It's obviously painful. It's obviously a position that's difficult or suffering. See what you can learn from it. See what the growth is. See what the insight is. See how it serves your soul. See how it serves you on a spiritual level. See how so there's very spiritual insights that can be gained from this situation. And then cut yourself loose and be ready to move forward. And with the judgment, be ready to forgive yourself. Okay, so judgment is about bringing all those sort of difficult energies into the light, or into a level of communication, or into a point in your life where you can start to see things clearly in a very sort of a spiritual level. Judgment's also about forgiveness. It's about forgiving yourself for possibly putting yourself in that position, which was quite painful at times. And it's about saying, okay, so why did I do that? Why did I put myself in that position with this person or this situation or this group? Well, maybe I did it for some enlightened spiritual reason, okay? Then I can start to see the light, and I can start to forgive myself, and I can start to bring myself into alignment and raise my vibration and come into more an enlightened phase in your life. So these are very powerful cards on a spiritual level, obviously. So on a practical level, judgment is about not being harsh with yourself, or not being critical, or not being over judgmental, or not beating yourself up over past mistakes, because mistakes are very necessary, very important to help us grow, help us learn. So it's about reserving judgment, with yourself, and not being so harsh with yourself, but forgiving yourself. So bringing yourself back into a higher state of mind, because when you're very harsh or critical, or very judgmental on yourself or others, you're in a lower vibrational state. So forgive yourself. Let go of the criticism. Let go of that need to brutally criticize how you have handled situations, or how you've handled your life, and forgive yourself. This card, I feel, but not in this deck now, is very much aligned to Archangel Gabriel, who governs communication. So it is about communicating with yourself, or communicating with others. Maybe talking things out with somebody else will help a lot. But I also feel this is also about openness and being communicative, and not being so judgmental, and not being so secretive, just letting everything out, and exposing it all for what it is, rather than holding back and pulling yourself into a dark situation. So this brings you into a better place with judgment, because it is a powerful, very strong card on a spiritual level. Okay, so you bring yourself into better alignment. With the moon, okay, as the shadow card, you can see this is also about the moon, which we're talking about, the full moon, the manifestation side of things, the illumination side of it, the energies that it brings up, all the hidden energies that it brings up. So the moon deals with what is hidden, or what can't be seen. So it's about tuning into your psychic intuition, tuning into your instincts and your gut instinct, and trusting them. It's also about watching out for deception, watching out for what's hidden, reading between the lines. So the moon will illuminate all those hidden aspects in your life, and bring them into full alignment, so that you can see them for what they are, and begin to heal and manifest the life that you truly want and need. So that aligns very well with death, which is about endings. I feel this is about a situation just being finished off, that may be dragging on for months, okay, and it's coming to a really swift end, and this is a good thing. Okay, so don't be shocked, and don't be too worried about this, because it's not actually, it's actually quite good. It's something that's been building up or dragging out for a long time, and it comes to an end. With Hanged Man, okay, who's holding you back, or who's trying to hold you back, or who's trying to keep you in a position of persecution? Cut that tie, cut that snake, see it from a more enlightened, healing perspective, and so you can get grounded and move forward in fullness and strength. And with judgment, then forgive yourself, and let go of harsh criticism, or any harsh judgmental energies you have towards yourself, and allow yourself to come into a more sort of enlightened, sort of healing phase. Okay, and remember to communicate as well. So really good cards for the full moon. I wish you a beautiful full moon. Don't forget, you can find me on Facebook, Instagram, at Patricia Weston Witch. Okay, and Where else? TikTok. Okay. And that's it basically. So I wish you a lovely full moon, and I will hopefully talk to you soon. Bye.